Good morning, class. I'm Mugomba Tadeo from University, SMB, Year 2. In today's lesson, we shall be looking at stems, and specifically we shall dwell more on stem modifications. So, in our introduction, let's look at the definition of a stem. A stem is a plant axis that bears leaves, buds, shoots, and basal end roots. That conducts water, minerals, and food to other parts of the plant body. So, from this, we get to understand that the major function of a stem is to conduct water, minerals, and food to the various parts of the plant. So, the main distinguishing features of a stem from other parts of the plant, like the roots and the leaves, are the presence of nodes and internodes. Stems also possess scale leaves, as we shall see. Most stems also possess axillary and terminal buds. And lastly, they possess adventitious roots. So, before we look at stem modifications, let's reflect back on the plant body structure, where we shall put much emphasis on you trying to recall the major distinguishing features of a stem, which include the node, as you're seeing that point there where the line is pointing on the plant stem. We're having the internodes, we are having the terminal buds up there, we are having the axillary buds, and very many others, as we shall see them in this more detailed diagram here that brings them out clearly. So, the structures I've been talking about, they are here, well seen. The terminal buds, the axillary buds, the nodes, the internodes, and other structures, as you're seeing them here. The terminal bud scale, we have said most stems possess the scale leaves, which are there coming out clearly in that diagram. So let's look at modifications of stems. So stems are modified and largely put into three main classes. We are having underground stem modifications. We are also having subaerial modified stems. We are also having aerial modified stems. Under underground stem modifications, we are having the rhizome, as you're seeing them there, the comb, the tuber, and the bulb. Under subaerial stem modification, we are having the runner, we are having the sucker, the stolon, and the offsets, as you're seeing them there. We are having also examples of aerial modified stems, where we are having the thorns, the prickles, the cladodes, the phylloclades. Let's continue and look at underground modified stems in details. So we are saying underground stems are buried within the soil and also are able to produce aerial branches when conditions are favorable. They perform two main functions. One, they act as pollinating structures. And what do I mean by this? They are able to form aerial shoots when conditions are favorable. Two, they also store food, and that's why they appear to be thick and fleshy for cases of food storage. Some of the examples we have: the bulbs, the combs, the rhizome, and the tubers. So these are some of the diagrams trying to show you the various examples under underground stem modifications. This is a bulb, and specifically an onion bulb. You're seeing it is having fleshy leaves for food storage. This is a tuber, and specifically an Irish potato stem tuber. For purposes of food storage, you're seeing it is fleshy, it is having a fleshy body, and we are seeing a shoot trying to come up here. That is when conditions are favorable. As we have said earlier on, this is a comb. You're seeing a new shoot is trying to develop there. It is painted green with scale leaves around and also having a node. This is a rhizome. You're seeing new shoots are coming out, new younger shoots. Those are which are painted in green. So those are just illustrations showing you the various underground modified stems. Yeah, this is just a more detailed diagram trying to label each and everything on some of the examples we have been talking about. This is an onion bulb. It is having fleshy leaves for food storage and adventitious roots that help to support the stem to grow into a new younger shoot, as you're seeing it up there. So this is a rhizome with adventitious roots as well, and you're seeing these are photosynthetic leaves, meaning that when conditions are favorable, this stem here can be able to give rise to a new shoot. Yeah, this is just an illustration or a picture showing you an Irish potato stem tuber. These are different Irish potatoes. You're seeing them, they are thick and fleshy for food storage, and you're seeing them immersed in some soil, and you're seeing new shoots. This one's painted green up there, trying to develop and emerging from those Irish potatoes. Let's look at subaerial stem modifications. These ones are weak and are unable to stay upright, and therefore trail on the ground as creepers, climb up as climbers for support, since they are weak. And they play or serve a major function of vegetative propagation, meaning that they can grow into a new offspring when conditions are favorable. And they include runners, stolons, suckers, and offsets. These are some of the examples we are having: the runners, the suckers, the offsets, and stolon. You're seeing them, as you have said, they are mainly used for vegetative propagation. You're seeing new shoots up there developing. New shoots are here developing. So they are mainly there for vegetative propagation. Let's also look at aerial stem modifications. Aerial stem modifications are erect, meaning that they are stiff and upright. Rigid, meaning that they cannot easily be bent. Strong, yes, they are not weak. And upright, as I've said earlier on, as it is well seen in herbs, shrubs, and trees. They can be recognized as stems by the following features. 1. They arise in the axil of leaves. 2. They bear nodes and internodes. 3. They may bear leaves, buds, and lastly, flowers in some cases. They include stem tendrils, thorns, phylloclades, and cladodes. These are just pictures trying to show you what we have been talking about. These are the phylloclades. These are the thorns. These are the bulbils. And lastly, these are the cladodes. You're seeing them, as we have said in this previous slide. As we have said in that previous slide, they are shown up all here. So this is just a modeled structure trying to show you what we have been talking about in detail. This is a stem tendril, which are seen to be highly coiled, weak, and flexible. It is here. These are the cladophylls, which appear prickly. So this is just a picture showing you stems that developed thorns for defense. You're seeing the thorns here. These are the thorns for defense. These are all under aerial stem modifications. So this is where I got my content for today's lesson. Thank you for listening.